All right. Welcome, everybody. My name is Kent Langley. I'm the COO, CTO, co-founder at OpenExO. This is the EXO Economy Core weekly meeting where we talk about the things that are affecting the EXO economy, the EXO's token, and around it. The big news period for what we're doing right now is the token migration. We're moving the token from its Genesis chain, its current base chain, to a new chain, an EVM compatible chain. I have a special guest, Javier Suhar, here today, who's going to do a little demo and give us an update on that project. Welcome, Suhar.
Oh,
All right.
nice.
And as usual, I'm going to turn this meeting over to Eric and Nikki to make it go. Thanks so much. Go for it, Eric.
Thanks, Kent. Thanks, folks. Good seeing everyone again. And welcome to what is a number of meetings that we've been having. Really excited to look at some updates. And from our perspective, I think, as everybody knows, we've been sort of full steam ahead, right? Making progress incrementally. Some you hear and see publicly, like we did recently at the OpenExO community all hands meeting, and some that you don't actually see a whole lot that happens behind the scenes. So just know that we are moving ahead full steam here, and we will get to our final destination with, of course, your involvement and cooperation. So shifting gears a little bit to the OpenExO core treasury, that team continues to meet, I'll bet a little bit inconsistently as of lately, but we do try to meet weekly. And, that consists of some of these people that you've seen on the same calls, myself, Kevin, Rodrigo, Pratik, and Angela. And if anybody wants to, we do like to rotate people in, right? So we changed about 3 folks from the OpenExO core treasury about a year ago. So it's very possible that, while we're still currently operating in this mode, maybe we could, bring on some new people, new blood, fresh faces. So if you are interested, please reach out to any one of us. Other than that, also too, the Sway proposal platform is still open and available for your proposals, and definitely get those in there so we can get your proposals funded with OpenExO ExOs, so we can try to, make that wealth shared within the community. Other than that, I don't think there's a whole lot more that I want to share. So I'd like to turn it over now to Nikki.
All right, thanks, Eric. We've got town hall number 16 coming up in a week, 1 week from today at this same time. We're going to have Yukai Chow and June Loaiza, and these are from MetaBlocks and the Octalysis gamification theory system. So this will be gamification in real life is what we'll be talking about. So we've got some good questions from the community pouring in through the gamings that we've been doing, and have some really interesting points to ponder with the 2 of them. So looking forward to that. We also have the community game that's just launched, the OpenExO community game, and that's open and live now. It was launched at the all hands meeting. And so we've got several different in the back end rewards and leveling up systems. We're doing game loops, things like that. So it's all exciting work in progress, but you guys are already there to play. And I'll be posting these links in the chat here too. The Global Entrepreneurship Week is coming up. A week later, it's November 14th through the 20th, and we've got some programming going on there. We've got the World Changing Youth Fellowship from Island 17 with Dream Tank. We've got the community building exercise. We'll be demonstrating the game once again. We've got a metaverse debut. We're going to be building something in Sandbox just for that event, just to show our chops and see what we're making in progress with gamification of community building. And then we've got the town hall replay where Yukai and June will be showing up to do live Q&A after the replay. And after that, I've got an update from Angelo, who can't be with us today. He's got almost 10 members who will start 100% scholarship, fully booked in EXO's tokens, with the support of National Geographic Learning International Center Languages with the Exonomy Academy. That's a long one, Angelo. And then we're still looking for land options all over the world to build villages backed in EXOs that allow exchange of EXOs and maybe some other sister tokens, and supporting and sharing about the EXO community in Latin America. So I'll put all of those links in the chat here and over on YouTube so you can take a look. Oh, maybe I can't. I will do my best to do that while you go. So over to you, Lisa.
Hi, everyone. I don't really have a lot, except I am
going to reach out to authors to see who's got some articles in the works and need some push to get it done. So I am a little low on articles this last week. So that's my goal this week, is to just get out there and get some more voices heard on Insight.
I will be the guilty one on that one too. I owe you too.
It's all good.
Yes.
Lisa, I think I've got one that's really close. Let me check on it. I'll try to do that today or tomorrow.
Awesome.
I also don't have a very big update for this call. Just obviously our engagement game is running. The OpenExO game is running, yeah, we've got a few things up in the pipeline. We're wanting to improve our emails and put in our badge system, and a few other little niggly things that need to be changed. So we're always working in the back end on that. So it's exciting, and yeah. So if you are playing it, please, there is a feedback form in your app, in your profile. Please fill out the feedback forms. They only help us improve the game for everyone. So we are looking for feedback wherever we can, so that we can make sure that we pivot where we need to be. That's me. Kevin.
Yeah, on my side, from an EXO economy point of view, not too many updates either. So I continue to assist with a few different areas in the back end, and we are doing a. You will see a drive and push towards communications within, especially for those folks who are EXO ambassadors within Discord. So if you have never used Discord, or you're not a Discord user, maybe it's a good idea to if you have kids, speak to them about all their Minecraft buddies on Discord or something like that. But it's as a communication tool, it's just exactly as the same as many others. It's easy to use. It can get complex. There's actually a lot of cool tools that you can have that can automate things, and you can have bots that can do certain things, etc. Which I do understand is a little bit more than just a message group or a WhatsApp group or a Facebook Messenger group. All of those are very simple to do, but yeah, so be on the lookout for that as we look to drive that more and more, and especially with the token migration. There's going to be a lot that we need to let everybody know, right? The one thing about the EXO's token is that, yes, we might be able to see where tokens are if you look on the EXO blockchain, but who the owners of those wallets are, where exactly they are, is something we don't know. And so communicating with the community and in the broader crowd, because there is a broader crowd of people that are EXO's holders. We're going to need to make sure that we're letting everybody know. So, leveraging tools like Discord is going to be something we're going to be doing, and we're really going to, ask the community that you are making sure that we're leaving no one behind, type of thing, right? That you're reaching out to people, making sure, hey, have you done the migration? Because if you don't, well, then it's going to be a bad day whenever it happens. So I guess that's for me.
What you said there is the key, Kevin. It's going to be a bad day whenever it happens, right? The fact is that you need to make that happen inside the transition window. We will release the full dates on that soon. We aim to give everybody as much time as we can, but there are factors that are pushing us to move quickly. And so if you're hearing this for the first time, I've said it in most of the last meetings, please don't get left behind. If you don't move your tokens, and they're your tokens, not mine, not someone else's, you have to do it, then there will be a cutoff point where no one can help you anymore, and you're not going to like it, right? And we're really sorry about that in advance, but that's what's going to happen. And we're going to do everything we can to get that word out. But this is that moment where everybody has to step up and engage and do just a little bit of work. You're going to see it here in a second. We've saved Javi here to show us the current state of the token portal. So maybe that's a good transition over to you, Suhar. How's it going with the token swap portal?
Hello, guys. Okay, to take a little introduction to the ExO token bridge tool. This tool has two different modules. The first module is the one we are going to use to get up the old tokens that will be destroyed, and the second part is to generate the new tokens that will be sent to the address that users gave to us. I'm going to share my screen for a while to try to show you up more or less, which is more or less the architecture of the tool. This diagram that you see here is how the first part of the tool is going to work. We have 4 entities here: the website, the backend API. We are going to use Socket.io in order to make possible to generate all this kind of information to the users in real time about the status of the transaction and so on. And this other entity is the ExO blockchain API. So once the user starts with the process, they're going to establish a socket connection with real time. And from this moment, we are going to be listening to the ExO blockchain API in order to detect when the transaction from the user has happened. From this moment, we are going to continue listening to this status, and will inform to the user once the transaction has been done. And in that moment, we are going to receive an email notifying that a new transaction has finished, and we are going to inform to the users that his transaction is already done. I'm going to show you up. This is the tool that the user is going to use. Users are going to be able to use their own MetaMask wallet in order to give us his Ethereum address and so on. They only need to hear the email, for example, this email. And they can type here sorry, for example, the Ethereum wallet. This is the address in which they are going to receive the new tokens. Okay. And once they accept these checkboxes, they will run to the processes. As you know, guys, we are still working on that. So this step is going to run to the second part of the tool, in which they are going to be aware of the status of the transaction and so on in real time. In the other hand, we are going to have, I can try to show you up if you want, Ken, the admin section that we have for the tool.
I think let me just show, let me do the screen for a second.
Yep.
So what you just saw was a live alpha version of the token swap. And what you'll notice is that you saw kind of the part that was here, just inside this little section. What the full page looks like when it's fully wrapped in the clamp for the UI will be like this. And then after that, what happens is you go on to the next page and this next step, and it will show you the invoice address, which you can copy off, the transaction date and everything. And now you're kind of just waiting for the transaction. You're almost waiting for the transaction to complete. You click next, and then that will take you over to the final page where you'll see your record of the transaction. You'll be able to click on this and see your tokens in the new wallet. And there will be a button here that will allow you to see the old tokens where they've been burned, right? Which is a keyless address that all of the swapped tokens go to. So this is what's called a mint and burn portal. By using it, by pumping your EXOs through this portal, you're effectively burning the ones you have and outputting the new ones on the new blockchain. In this case, that is Polygon. So that's how it works. So I think that's okay, Suhar. I just wanted people to really be able to see kind of how the process is going. And so Antonio should be ready to finish the wrapping of what you've done there. You've got a little bit of final work on that last API step.
It's on that we are using a developer server. So we are having some troubles here in this developer server, but everything of these processes is already finished. We are finishing the last step of the full process, which is mint the new tokens and send to the users. But,
and so everyone knows we've already done a series of tests on the test net of the actual process behind the scenes without the UI, just on the command line. And then we've also done a series of processes but with the two wallets that we're really supporting out of the gate. Although it's not all the wallets. I mean, you can use any compatible wallet. What we're supporting though is the MetaMask wallet and Gnosis, right? So if you want multi-sig, it's Gnosis. If you want just a regular everyday Ethereum style wallet, most people will use MetaMask. I personally also use the Brave wallet, works just fine. But that's a choice you'll have. There's dozens of wallets in the future. So, it's going to be very much an individual choice what people do. So I hope that helps everybody. I'll stop there. Thank you, Suhar, for coming today and showing us where you are and kind of where things go. I look forward to seeing it wrapped in the rest of the UI. That makes it feel really real. So you can go grab Antonio and tell him to get on it. And I'll say, does anyone on this call have any questions? I doubt we'll get any questions in from the live stream or anything at this point, but any questions, folks? Is it pretty clear? Comments, anything?
The only thing I've got to consider is that we're doing both community-based budgets and personal budgets, so multiple wallets, multiple moves. Is that anything we need to take into consideration with this swap?
Yeah, each wallet has to be done on its own. So if you have 15 wallets, you're gonna have to do it 15 times, or you can consolidate those prior and do it in one big batch, right? Which might be easier depending on the situation. And I always advise people to keep their personal stuff separate from their other stuff. If you have other stuff like your treasury manager or something like that. So I wouldn't mix those streams. Yeah. So that's it. Any other questions? Nice, coming along really nicely. Great job, Suhar. I know that you've had to step up and dig into a whole new world here. So really appreciate it. And the rest of the dev team who can't be on, they've made huge progress in a very short amount of time. I know you don't always see that every day on the front end of things out there, but there's a whole group of people working behind the scenes to make this real and get us over to this new blockchain. That new blockchain, I know one of the big questions everybody's like, when will it trade? Well, when we get to the new blockchain, that's what opens up the possibility for us to start trading. That decision was sort of collectively made some time ago, and this is not our first round trying to get here. We aborted the last one, for anybody who doesn't remember, because the fee structure was going to be outrageous. Nobody was going to be able to do any transactions under, thousands of EXOs at a reasonable fee. It didn't make any sense at all. That's why we put a stop to that.